What's up, guys, and welcome back to Nope or Dope Reviews. I'm Steven. I just got out of the theater from seeing Oh Hi. This is going to be an out of the theater, non-spoiler review of the movie. It wasn't a movie that was on my radar. I never even saw the trailer. So when I went home after seeing this movie, I just wanted to see the trailer just to make sure what I'm saying is not going to spoil anything in this movie. But again, this is just my out of theater, non-spoiler reaction to Oh Hi. I was given early access to this movie. Again, this isn't a movie I was going to see, but I'm actually glad I did. This movie is directed by Sophie Brooks, starring Molly Gordon as Iris and Logan Lerman as Isaac. The premise of this movie is simple. Iris and Isaac go on this weekend retreat, as boyfriend and girlfriends do, and they get into a conversation about the relationship or the situationship. One person clearly is in love with the other, and the other person's there for just a little bit of fun. Maybe they should have communicated this before going on the trip, but that's essentially where it starts. And when things get a little hot and heavy in the bedroom, you see it in the trailer, everything goes to hell after that. Some people might be a little bit too much comedy. It might even feel like a parody of Misery. I mean, there are times where you do feel the tension, the fear, the anxiety coming from Logan Lerman. He was almost like the audience. The audience that I was with was enjoying this movie a lot. But there is a lot of comedy in this movie, and if you go into this movie knowing it's gonna be almost like a parody at some times, not taking itself too seriously, and a romantic psycho comedy, then you know what you're into. And once you're bought into the tone of this movie, I think you're gonna enjoy it. Now, in order to fully buy into this movie, you gotta love the two main characters in it. Molly Gordon, Logan Lerman do an excellent job. They're terrific together. You really can feel whether it's chemistry, or you could at least buy that they're boyfriend and girlfriend for a few months. And when things turn early on in this movie, you're really bought in. Molly Gordon does a fabulous job as Iris, who plays a psycho, crazy woman girlfriend who you never want to date, you never want to meet on Tinder, you never want to marry. But on the flip side of it, in order to be a well-rounded character, you have to have layers, and she did. There are times at the beginning and even at the end of the movie, I was actually sympathetic. Even at the beginning, I was like, I kind of understand her side, I kind of understand her frustration, but there's ways of handling that frustration in this movie. And she does a great job throughout the movie, just being that psycho, crazy girlfriend while also being funny. And that's what this movie is. It's at times terrifying, almost like you're watching Misery, but sometimes it feels like it's a parody of Misery. And if you buy into that tone, you're going to buy this movie. Logan Lerman does a great job of being that boyfriend that just wants to get the hell out of there. And there are times you could feel in the audience, people were rooting for him. I was trying to think of ways for him to get out of this situation. And that's what's good about this movie. There's twists and turns. When you think it's going one way, it's going the other. At times it is a little bit frustrating because I think you intentionally have to do this in the movie. They're just stupid people making stupid decisions. I guess you have to have stupid decisions in order to get this movie to extend a little bit, because it's kind of a crazy, corny premise. But again, the movie's not taking itself too seriously, so you shouldn't take it too seriously. You have to just kind of buy into the stupidity of some of the decisions that were made. But for some of you, that might turn you off. Like, maybe it could have been a little bit smarter. I felt the script was tight. I thought it was a smart script. It was clever. It was well written, super funny. And especially when you get the co-stars in this movie that come in about halfway through the movie, and you've seen them in the trailers. The boyfriend of Max, Kenny, he was hilarious. He was probably the funniest part of the movie, and he adds some depth to the whole cast. I think you really needed him in this movie. I think if it was just the two main characters, it would have been difficult to sell overall. But the addition of the two friends just made it a well-rounded cast. Now, this movie is paced very well. It's a short movie, it's tight, it's brisk, it's fast. There is just a little bit of time at the middle of the movie where it slowed down a little bit. Maybe that was the time where I was a little bit unsure. Where is this headed? Where is this going? It could have lost me in the middle if they just drugged that portion out of the movie a little bit too much. It was all Iris and Isaac, and Iris just being crazy. And once we got past that section and we got to meet the other two characters, it really picked up for me. And honestly, when it got weirder, it actually got better for me. And yeah, it was a good, funny, unexpected, romantic comedy thriller that, you know, if you're open to something a little bit goofy, a little bit different, a little bit satirical, then yeah, you got to go check this movie out. For me, this is definitely a dope. So after you go see this movie, after my review, and you check it out and you think it's dope, type dope in the comments. Make this a double D. Go please check out my other out of the theater reactions and reviews. I've done several of these reaction and reviews over the last month. It's been pretty busy and I expect to get even busier. I got Fantastic Four coming out next week. I do a lot of trailer reactions, and you'll see some reactions with my wife Jen. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe. Again, go check out my other reactions. I'll check you out later.